Good morning. It is 10:53 a.m. here in Canada. Hopefully whoops, I just hit my computer. Let's hope that doesn't turn off. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know. Let me change this to live chat. I was going to integrate StreamYard so that I could pop. If you guys watch Lauren's system, he pops out the chat. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. I'll take a look at it. You have to pay monthly for it. And I already pay monthly for what I use, which is XSplit. So let's say hi, loud and clear. Perfect. So David, good morning. Brian, good morning. So hey Cody, good morning. And yes, waiting for the UDM or SE in Canada. Yep, me too. Ferris, good morning. Knox, good morning, and thank you for the membership. Black Jedi, yes, I know, so many EA toys. I'm really excited about that. So I wasn't able to get a UDM in Canada. Ubiquity is sending me one. Yeah, so that's the only reason I am, but I'll go over how you can get it in Canada. There are ways that you could use like freight forwarders to get it. Let's see. Yes, and the duty fees on the... So I ordered a phone through this freight forwarder that I'm going to be using. Just to see how much the cost is going to be and if it's going to be worth it. Anything in EA I can't do videos on anyway, so I probably won't buy too much of it unless it's really cool. Matthew, good morning. Got Wire. Albert, good morning. Kenneth, good morning. Pack Pine, good morning. Donald, good morning, everyone. Burr, 28 or 48 degrees. Wow. Yeah, that's a little cold down for Florida. Tim, how's it going? Good morning. Yeah, so I'm really excited about the SE. I was hoping I would have had it last week, but yeah, I haven't got notified yet that they've started shipping it to me. And I can't see Canada being that too far behind the US to be able to get it, but because the US store has had over 1,000 of them already, which is awesome. So I'm hoping we do get it, you know, sooner than later, but I think it's out of stock right now. So Unify OS, oops, I gotta log out of EA. I always do that. Okay. Yeah, so it's sold out, which kind of sucks. I don't think it's, good morning, Timothy. I don't think it's improved the firewall at all. It's still the Unify OS. It's the exact same. It's the new UDM SE, so special edition. So it gives you a 2.5 gig WAN interface, and it also gives you 8 PoE ports, and then a 128 SSD drive. Crosstalk did his video. If you haven't seen Crosstalk's video, I recommend watching that. He took it apart and showed the differences between the insides of the UDM Pro and the SE, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to open up my... Well, I don't know. Maybe I will open up the SE and I'll replace the SSD with a bigger one to see if it works. Just thought I would mention Android 12 Plus VPN is broken to the UDM, so I hosted pfSense in Linode. VPN to Linode. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Good morning from the UK. Hey, Glenn, how is it going? Mr. V, how's it going? Germany. The only difference is the device. I don't think there's any OS difference, right? And I think it's the same chipsets in it as well. They still do, from what I've read, it still has the 1 gigabit backplane as well, which will make quite a few people mad. I have extra switches, so it doesn't really matter for me. But what I'll be using the 8 ports primarily for would be like for security devices or security cameras. Bruce, good morning. How's it going? And I will see you Wednesday, I believe. I'll have to look at my calendar. Yes, you're right, Kenneth. Yep. And I'm honestly not too sure what the difference is. I'm going to have to look that up. I did see that in these release notes here. But it's still bundled with Unify Protect 655, right? So I don't know if there's... I don't really know what the difference is, to be honest, but we'll find out. Is the UDM Pro really worth it with only 350? It depends. If you want to do surveillance or access or talk, then it would be worth it. If not, just get a base model UDM. Zach, good morning. Or just UDM Pro, PoE, like, yep, you could do that, yep. I did see this, yep. So I started putting on notifications for EA stuff. Hammond Manufacturing, how's it going? I am using your rack that you sent me at an upcoming video. I went to site yesterday. My video that was supposed to come out tomorrow got put behind a bit. It was an on-site build. They're still drywalling. There's dust everywhere. I'm not going to go in there and install equipment until that's kind of done. Flavio, I have no idea about that. From Caledon, Justin, how's it going? You're right around the corner from me. Or not too far from me. It would be nice if it got released during this live stream. I even though they're sending me one, I'd probably still end up I'll probably still end up buying one. I did see your email about that tool. I totally forgot to respond to it, but I would love to try that out. Actually, I could probably, yeah, I would love to try that out. It looks like I'll respond to your email after this live stream. Why are you calling a UDM a firewall where from default it allows inter-VLAN routing? Because it has a firewall built into it, and then you could block inter-VLAN routing if you want. Sergeant, good morning. Kevin, good morning from South Dakota. You emailed me, I'll have to take a look. What was it about? Oshawa, Ontario. Awesome. I've done quite a bit of work in Oshawa. I think I have an upcoming job in Oshawa, actually. Oh, and we have these new alerts. I don't know if I'll use them too much, but we'll see how it goes. So on our channel now, if you want to support, I mean, you don't have to, but if you do, like we have memberships that give you some emotes in chat and things like that. But I've added these alerts, so we'll test a membership. So there's the membership test. There shouldn't have been any sound I don't want any sound going off. And then if somebody super chats, I think this will go up as well. Oh, where'd my picture go? Whoops. There was a picture in there, I thought. Yeah, there was a picture in there. Why didn't that pop up? Weird. I'm going to test that again. 1 sec. I wonder if I blocked out the picture. Anyway, that's something I'm working on. Apparently it's not working properly. I'm just going to save it. Yes, and don't forget to smash the like button. We got 52 of you here and 15 likes. Don, how's it going? Hope you're keeping busy. What solution would you recommend for security system, door lock, etc.? I'm not too sure. I don't do a lot of like door access security. I have used the Unify access. It's pretty good. But other than that, I don't do any door security. Hooking a DPR mini in my... I don't even know what a DPR mini is. What is a DPR mini? Oops. DPR mining. I have no idea what a DPR is. Simon, how's it going? Let's see, where were we? Is there a range limit of the PoE? So they have 2 PoE plus ports, and then I think 6 PoE, just normal PoE ports. Do you use... I don't use any of the Fortinet, Sophos, or Sonic Wall. I mean, not yet. I wouldn't... I have worked on Sonic Walls before for customers, but I don't work on them regularly. Mariette? Oh, I'm going to butcher your name. Marino. I hope I said that right. I might not have, but from Newmarket. Awesome. Yeah, you're about 20 minutes from me. Gordon, how's it going? Yeah, so I was going to do... thank you for becoming a member. So that did work. Look at that. Awesome. I appreciate it. You mentioned showing chat messages on screen. Yes. check out H2R. I was looking for a bit of a easier solution than I just need to pay. I guess I just got to pay for StreamYard. But I'll take a look. So H2R, I'll bring up my notes here. Actually, I don't know if I can bring up my notes. H2R. Okay, I'll definitely look that out. Works well. So I don't use OBS. I use XSplit. And I pay into XSplit. Steven, good morning. One thing I wasn't expecting is ports 1 and 2. Yes, that's correct. Yep. I'm going to max out. I'm going to max everything out. So I'll max out, you know, I'll have 8 cameras put onto the SE, and I'll put on 8 access points on there as well and see what type of load we get on. Oh, local view. Oh, okay, gotcha. You should love my emojis and you should become a member, Chantel. Let's see. Yeah, we got these little, I mean, here's my cats right there. It's really hard to tell what they are because it's so small, but I'll probably end up changing these. I think I only could do 4 right now until you hit another goal, I guess. I don't know. How do I get rid of the emojis now? What the heck? There we go. From PA, great channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. From Northern Alabama. Good morning, Josh. You can use the Canadian Customs website to... Oh, I guess I could. So I was using... Somebody recommended... The person that I bought the UDR off of... I'm just going to log in here. They use this right here. So it's called Shipsy. And that's what I'm using to get the phone. The phone that I ordered... I already have all the Unify Talk phones. But I just ordered one of these guys right here, the Flex. I already have it, but I thought it's crazy to me that you have to pay for shipping in the States. In Canada, I think like I could buy a $2 cable and they'll ship it to me for free. I don't really know what a Fritz box is. It may be an issue to you, but you could just, if you need to forward some ports, you could just port forward twice. Good evening from Germany. Doorbell Pro and PoE supply is available in Germany. Awesome. And as far as I understand, the USB-C is yes, I think it is. They haven't really said too much unless you go into the store and you look at the specs. Yeah, the lock might only be, I think it's only available in US right now. Real Sticky, how's it going? Libertas Consulting, how's it going? And I probably butchered your name. Sorry about that. These phones, so I'm going to start, actually, I put out on my YouTube community channel. Oopsies. Can't type. Let's go here. So I'm going to start, oh crap, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to start doing Unify Talk videos, even though it's not available in Canada. And the reason for that, I just want to do it. So I do have a US address, and it's pretty much going to be saying that we're from the US. I don't recommend, if you're in Canada or other parts of the world where Unify Talk isn't available, doing it the way I do, because we need to put in our emergency contact information. Right? So right now you can't use Unify Talk in Canada, unless you're using a third-party SIP provider, and I will go over that as well. Shipping is free in India too, or it's just a max of $2. Yeah, it's crazy. So I ordered that phone, and I think the shipping costs more than what the phone. Albert, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. It's funny how it pops up on stream before before it pops up in the chat. Ronnie, how's it going? So Fritzbox is just an ISP. Oh, I didn't know that. Can you put the Fritzbox in bridge mode? Libertas. I'm gonna have to Google how I say that. You're a part of the Slack group for the Topology, right? I believe. I think I've seen quite a bit of your work. Can we register any SIP phone to Unify Talk? That I don't know, but I will try to put in a grand stream. You probably can't. They most likely keep it proprietary to their phones. But you can use other, like I'll use VoIP MS to try to do a third-party SIP provider. So what we're also going to do with these memberships, we're going to change these badges. These are just default icons where you see beside Albert's name, there's that little green circle. I'll end up changing that to something that's kind of unique to the channel. Another thing we're going to be doing, I talked about this last time, is merch. I'm going to come out with a coffee mug first. Actually, that one wouldn't be bad. I'm going to put my cat in it just because I love my cats. Where's the one? Where the heck is the one where she's... Oh, this one right here. How do I move my face? So on the coffee cup, we're going to put my cat, and then we're going to have something like get wired, got wired, feeling wired. I don't know, something like that. I'll have my branding as well, like Mac Telecom Networks. So I think that will be cool. I'll also come up with some other designs and, you know, things. I'll end up ordering a bunch of stuff for myself just so I could promote my own business. My American friend was looking for headsets on eBay and shipping. I'm not too sure what the question is there. Kevin, I haven't tested out the Unify Smart Sensor yet because it's not in Canada as far as I know. And it's sold out in the US right now. Oh, let's move my back. Do they have it? I forget where they had it. I think it's under a Protect accessory. Yeah, we don't have it yet. I will though. Like anything new Ubiquity, I'll be trying out, unless it's like a, you know, SFP or something like that. That's not gonna be crazy, crazy good. PPPoE. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So if you could do pass through or bridge mode, that's better. Speaking of PPPoE, it is fixed in the UDM. So they did have, or UDM Pro at least, they did have an issue where if you had, say, gigabit speed and you directly bypass, say, your Bell modem, that you would be limited to like 600. I just took out my Bell modem and we're getting almost full gigabit speed, which is awesome. UDM SE came in stock in EA the other day, still available. That's awesome. Thanks for pointing that out. So if you're in the EU and you want an SE, you could grab one. Oh, and Hammond, I actually have I have another job coming up that I'll need a couple racks for. So I will speak to you about that because I'm gonna have to get some pricing. Is a USG and some Flex Minis fine for starting into Unify? Yeah, why not? The USG, you just might have a bit of issue at the beginning getting it up and running, but you'll be fine after that. Warminster is cold. It is cold here as well. I meant that the shipping cost is... Oh, okay. I got you. Yep, that makes sense. Do you have your one... So no, I don't yet. So what I have to do, I have to go in through like my Mac Telecom dashboard. And there's this way that we could sell merchandise. Honestly, I forget how to, but you could link it up to 2 different shops. You just put your logos on the stuff and then the company will, you know, brand it for you and they'll ship it direct. Like I won't have anything to do with the shipping. You'll pay for a coffee cup, say it's $5. I'll get like $2 or something like that. Yeah, I'm glad they fixed that PPPoE issue. I mean, it was a long time. It was a long time. Sometimes you could do it in pass-through. I'd have to look up the Fritz box. I've never used it before. Oh yeah, TDL Canada. I use TDL Canada all the time, so I'll just look for your racks on that site. I'm gonna need like 4 42U racks, I think. 4 or 5 maybe. I know Unify has a smart plug for power cycle internet devices. But what do you think the chances are they release like I did a video on their smart power bar. I don't know if you could set up a scheduled time. I don't think you can. I don't think you can though. I think they're probably getting more into the, it looks like they're kind of getting into the home side of things as well as the, business enterprise. Yeah, no worries. I love Topology. Yeah, it's great. I tried pushing a few people to Topology. And we'll see. I think a couple people, I think Ferris, he tried to join, and I think his name's VJ. I forget his name. He is in there now though. I saw him posting. He does really good work. I forget his business name though. Let's see. He's from Spain, I believe. Oh, Wi-Fi Solutions. How would I forget that? He does awesome work. I love he uses a lot of microtech, whatever you call it. Yeah. I should probably post like a bunch of lists of people I follow on Instagram and what other, just to see, like, I think people are interested in deployments. I am anyway. I love seeing new deployments. Nerdfather, good morning. How's it going? With Bell in Montreal, I try PPPoE on my UDM Pro. So do you have the username and password? You need to get the username and password. And it also depends on, I have business internet, so I don't know if that differs from residential. You can't set up a UDM to pass through. And if you saw my pfSense video, like using UDM and pfSense, that was a bit of an issue. Yeah, Wi-Fi solutions are awesome. Yeah, so I used to be on my Rogers internet. I have 2 different ISPs coming in here, and I should be using my fiber. It's better. It's low latency. $5.15 there. Wow. I don't have any thoughts on the smart sensor. Not yet, because I don't have it. I think it looks cool. Where is it? Right here. See, I don't know why they have the smart. I wonder if it still shows up under protect. Oh, it does. $59. So what does it really do? So it does motion sensor 5 meters, that's pretty decent. Magnetic entry sensor for door and windows. Magnetic? How does that work though? Oh. So these would be like door contacts then, to see when you have entry and exit. It has a temperature sensor, humidity sensor, ambient light sensor, alarm sound sensor, water sensor. Like, this thing could do everything. Here's one thing to be aware of though. You only could use it if you have Wi-Fi 6. So that's going to turn some people off of it, because a lot of people don't have their Wi-Fi 6 APs yet. Let's see. Okay, so put the people you follow on YouTube channel page. Let's see who I do follow. So Willie Howe, Mark Hoppus, Lawrence Systems, Christopher Odd. He does a lot of video games, or that's his channel. It's all video games. Crosstalk, Ubiquity, Dr. Disrespect, The Hookup, Cameron Gray. Yeah, I'm not going to go through them all. There's quite a bit. Inside Wire, John Hammond, SPX Labs, Controlling Tech. It's primarily all tech companies, and then, a few video games and, instruments and things like that. But yeah, I could probably do that. The UI stuff is great, just wish they'd focus on the core. So I have a lot of people say that, and I kind of agree. I wish they would have just a team to do the core stuff. But then again, I love all this new stuff. I mean, I think it's amazing. But they do need to focus on the routing, switching, and access points. Yeah. I agree and disagree, because I do like new products. Because if you're looking at core stuff, you look at TP-Link, and TP-Link's, I mean, they're coming up with nothing. They copied and pasted Ubiquity's interface, and all their stuff just seems, I don't know, not amazing. I do like the TP-Link stuff, though. Don't get me wrong. I do like it works decent. No, so links won't go through. No. You'd send me an email, cody@mactelecomnetworks.com. I'm enjoying Unify for home implementations. Just set up my network yesterday, UDM Pro 24 UAC HD. That's a powerful access point. 3Flex Mini G3 instance. Oh, that's awesome. Finishing wiring after your stream. Wiring's always the not fun part, especially in homes. I actually do have something from not Theron. Who was it? I forget. They sent me a cable box thingy that I gotta do a video on. I'm not too sure, real sticky. I'll have to look after this stream or when I get some time. I have no idea. Unify needs to get better with integrations on the main platforms such as Google. So I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if you could build it into Home Assistant some way. I am planning on deploying. I have a Raspberry Pi around here. I just got my PoE hat for it. I'm going to be doing that on Home Assistant. Some things anyway. Hello, please show us delivery website for the US right here. Shipsy? Actually, I should probably whatever. I think they have referral codes, but that's what I use right now. I haven't got a package from them yet though, so I don't know if it works too well. How long do the batteries? Let's go up a bit. How long do the batteries last for the sensors? I have no idea because I don't have one yet. I don't know if does it say in their specs? No. Oh, so the water sensor for detecting leaks and flood require water sensor adapter only available in the 3-pack at general release. So that's something I don't think they even have released yet. All right, where were we? I just checked your channels page and you have quite a few. Oh, do I? Maybe I have them all listed. I don't know. I forget how I have it set up. I'm getting behind. Do you know if Ubiquiti will release their own UPS? I'm not too sure. It would be nice if they did, but at this point, I don't really care. I'll use APC Eden or something like that. I got a customer who built a house but forgot to put in Cat 6 drops in the ceiling, but did a few rooms by the TVs. I'm thinking wall APs. Do you think the in-wall HDs are great. I think they're awesome access points. I wish in Canada we could get more vertical cable. Like the only place really to get it is through TDL Canada. I don't know where else to get the stuff. I'm running Cat 6 in my attic today for the... Oh, nice. I need to run a few new drops into this room beside me because we don't have any network drops in there. Thank you for becoming a member, Gene. I appreciate it. Now you get some sweet emotes. Oh, whoops. I went way too up. I may miss a few comments. Sorry if I do. Let's see. Good morning. And did you see the new Wi-Fi 6 access points from Unify? I think I did. I was looking in the EA a little earlier today. I'm not too sure on what kind of PVC. Maybe one of the other guys who does more outdoor work could answer that. So the question was, what kind of PVC conduit would you recommend for running external Ethernet to a camera junction for the side of the house? One, you want to make sure it's waterproof and weather rated. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Shipsy works great. Okay, so you've used them many times. The guy I bought the UDR off of, that's where I found out about it. What Pi hat did you get? I've been looking for a good one. That's a good question. Which one did I get? Oops, that's Amazon.com. I don't have a water in here, crap. Let's see, which one did I just order? It was... Sign out. Just give me a sec, I just want to sign out of my... Oh, I can't, whatever. Here, I'll put a link in chat. It was this one, right? So I have a Raspberry Pi 4. It was this one right here. Okay, so I think the biggest thing Unify needs to improve is support. I hope they don't, because it gives me business as well as many other consultants, but I do agree. They do need a better support model. Sophie the cat, how's it going? If Unify will join the Matter standard, somebody was mentioned that in I forget if it was Crosstalk's UDM SE video when we were waiting to watch his video. I think they were mentioned that. I need to look up what that is. 92 people and only 3 likes. Hit that like button. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Cross-border pickups is another one that can be used to ordering to the US to US, and then okay, cool. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money to do it. Really, I'm only going to be doing stuff shipping from the States that I really want. There's things that Ubiquiti will send me that they're trying to push to the market, and then there's other things that they won't send me because they don't really care. For instance, the PTZ camera, they're not really trying to push that. I mean, that's only a specific market. It's like $2,000. I've all working and home assistants worked well. Push the doorbell in the chat. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I did have it set up for a little bit, just playing around with it. I think they're supposed to, so how much coverage do you get with the in-wall HDs? I think they're supposed to go with, say, like 300 feet. It all depends what's in your walls, though. The vertical cable has some stuff coming to expand. Oh, I hope so. You can also get through, okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, but is Cable and Connections, are they in Canada? Michael, how's it going? Good morning. You need to use the electrician's gray PVC. Thank you for answering that. Nothing about the smart sensor. So I doubt that they sent the smart sensor out to any like content creators. Yeah. Once it becomes available, I'm going to buy it because they're not going to send it to me. So I'm going to be buying a bunch of them. Unify wall, I would probably go, it depends. Like if you need the Unify in-wall HD, if you need those ports on the bottom of it to plug into PCs or to the back of your TV, I'd go with in-wall. If not, put the ceiling one up. With Shipsy, it costs $6.99 per package and pay taxes. Then you pick up from the Markham. Yeah, so I'll be getting it from Markham. But I may just get them to ship it to me through Canada Post. I think that's an option as well. I'd prefer the offers support by MSPs. Yep, absolutely, yep. So Ubiquiti did have a paid support service a while ago. I forget what it was called, but they totally ditched it. It was kind of like a Cisco TAC type thing. Is it possible to buy a wall mount for the APAC? I bought an AP from... I don't think you can just buy those separately. You could see if somebody could 3D print you one, maybe. Okay, so I think we're all getting caught up. I'm considering getting a Unify Protect doorbell, but I'm concerned failing. See, I don't know about that. I don't know about the laws down there, so you have to take that in consideration and figure that out. Last Dragon, how's it going? They have 2 distros. I didn't know that. Okay, that is good to know. I'm going to just bring up a normal standard notepad because I don't know what's in my Notepad++. There we go. Yes, that's what it was called. Elite. Yes. Cable and okay, so I'm getting conflicting news now. Either way, I mean, more vertical cable would be great. What I have a hard time getting is the vertical cable patch panels with the tension bar on the back. What else were we going to talk about in this? Probably not too much more. There's not a whole lot that's come out. I tried getting these things here. They're not going to ship them to me though. The smart sensors was one, but I really wanted to try out these Ethernet range or long range Ethernet repeaters. I think it would be really cool to have a Cat6 going to one kilometer long. So when they do become available, I'm going to buy like 10 of them, and then we'll test that out. We'll do a video on it. Jason, how's it going? This is my third coffee that I've had, and I definitely need to slow down. I need to drink a lot more water today. My face is super flushed. Well, with Rogers is primarily cable, like coax, and Bell is typically fiber now. If you're in a new area, fiber's quicker. What are your thoughts on letting APs run signal strength on auto versus? So I leave all mine on auto unless I'm having issues. I mean, if we're planning a deployment of a lot of Wi-Fi access points, we'll do heat map scans and different planning. Yeah, absolutely. Like I need to get a ton of vertical cable stuff. I love it. It's just awesome. Oh, no worries. You don't need to send me a Timmy's card. Actually Timmy's is right around the corner. I love Timmy's. I get it every morning. I don't know if I had one today though. I haven't left the house today. I'm preparing lunch in about an hour. Lunch, or is that dinner? 5:30 p.m. That's my bedtime. So tomorrow I'm honestly not too sure what I'm going to do for a video because we were supposed to do the on-site job. I may start with Unify. Whoops, I don't know if I should have showed that. I may start with Unify Talk, the beginning of Unify Talk, how to get it set up, how to get some phone registered inside Unify Talk. Really, it's a kind of weird waiting period where I'm really waiting for this UDM SE, and I'll probably end up doing a bunch of videos on it. One thing that I want to do is try to take a backup from my account and load it into the UDM, or the SE, so that I don't need to rebuild the whole network. I was reading through forums that it didn't work. So if that's the case, that's kind of going to suck, but we'll see. UI auto is high. I wonder how Unify is surviving with them having so much stock unavailable. I think just by that statement, they're probably doing well. It's all built, or everything that comes in stock usually sells out. I've been waiting for nearly 6 months for their cheaper camera with no indication. Yeah, I mean, it's an issue for everybody though. So the SE stands for Special Edition. They used to, at the beginning when it was an EA, it was the UDM Pro SE. And now they kind of changed it. You're waiting for dinner. I need to eat lunch or breakfast. I just had an apple today. Is there a hard drive size limit for Protect? Yes, I believe they recommend 8 terabytes if you're doing it in your UDM Pro. Or if you're doing it in the UNVR, 8 terabytes per bay. But I think you can push that to like 12 terabytes. Does Unify push out firmware on them? I think it's kind of as needed. They don't have, like, if in the Windows world they have Patch Tuesday. Ubiquity, you have no idea. Like, if you look at, I look at the releases every day, because when big releases come out, it does well for the channel. And I like to tell people to do the releases, but I don't push big updates to customers until I know it's working stable. If there's a security flaw, then we'll push it out. But you could go to their release site and you could see all their releases that come out. I'll probably end up updating my UA hub. This one didn't really have much, or it only had 2 items, so won't be doing a video on that. Really, there hasn't been much that's come out lately that's been, big news, really. Hey Cody, have fiber 940 up and down, cable 1200 down, running to rough the UDM Pro. I can't get more. Are you up to date on your firmware? You don't have any fiber in Newmarket? I guess probably in the new area, they're going to start building out fiber. I guess it would depend on where you live. Like currently in my UDM Pro, it's going through a media converter. It goes from fiber to copper. I do want to get the fiber directly into the UDM Pro though. I'm currently hosting Unify controller on my Raspberry Pi. Okay, so should I move it to an AWS cloud or something like that? It depends. There's probably a device limit within the Raspberry Pi. If you're not having issues with it, why move? So I do the I do the updates right away. I mean, I don't really care. It's my home office. If something breaks, I mean, I got my pfSense 6100 sitting right beside me. I got multiple UDM Pros. But for business production networks, absolutely not. Don't push it out. What else? I was going to talk about something else. I'm trying to think. What the heck was I going to talk about? I'm quoting on a pretty big job. Probably won't be able to film it. I hope if we do get it, I hope I could take some pictures. I think it's like 12 48 port Pro switches, a couple, what are they? Aggregation Pro switches, and a ton of Unify Protect, Unify Access. It's going to be like a massive, massive job. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully I can talk about it because I think a lot of people would want to see that build. I thought there was something else. Now I'm forgetting. I really need to make a notepad of things that I want to talk about on stream. Can we get an Sfp for Bell per? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I forget if you can or not. Let's see if Unify has SSPs. What was the SFP that they had? Oh, that's what else I want to talk about. I don't see it. They have an Sfp Accessory Kit. I don't see any accessories though. Like in this kit, it just shows 2 cables. That's weird. They're sending me a box of their cable as well. So I don't really know how I'm going to do a review on cable, but I'll figure it out. So they're sending me a box of their plenum cable as well as the SE. So I'm interested to see what it's all about because it's really not much more money than when I buy vertical cable or something else like that. I think it's $10 more. Home setups, we sort of want issues. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't want it in an enterprise, or I don't do enterprise networks, but even a small business, I don't want to have calls, right? The aggregation switches are amazing. I have the Pro in my rack, even though I don't need it. I have it. It's great. Michael asks, are you even able to get the amount of hardware in Canada? So the project is still a few months off. We have time to get it, and we will. I'm sure I'll be able to source it. Hopefully. I always test updates on my home network for at least a few weeks before rolling it out to customers. Yep, me too. That's a good thing to do. The UDM can go up to 16 terabytes, and for the UNVR Pro can, okay, that's interesting to know. Got my UDM SE this week, waiting for my 24 port PoE Pro switch in the US RPS to mount. That's awesome. The US RPS is decent. I do wish they had hot swappable power supplies instead though. I think that would make more people happy. Can the UDM SE handle full 1 gigabit connection? Yes, it should be able to. Even on the UDM Pro, I think we had a 3.5 gigabit backplane. Oh, you need to get, I didn't know you needed to get an SFP from Bell. Maybe I'll talk to them about that. Maybe yeah, I think it is a single mode fiber that comes into their Bell media converter. How long we been going here? Oh, we haven't even been going an hour. Okay, so I'll stay on for a little bit longer. This is what I wish we had in Canada. And maybe I should have bought some of this crap off of my Shipley account. So I need to get some new hats. This hat, oh my God. I've been wearing it way too much. I think I have all of the shirts already, but I'd like to get this hat and this one right here. And maybe another one of these. I don't even know how you wash hats. Dishwashers, maybe? What's the purpose of Cat 8 cables, and in which case, so I don't use Cat 8 at all. Maybe if you wanted an RJ45 connection instead of fiber connection, you'd use it. The standards, it depends on where you live in the world and the different standards. Like right now in Canada, what we're pulling as a standard is Cat 6. Non-shielded. Is it complicated to send something back to, so are you talking about like doing an RMA? Like, is it broken? I've never sent anything back to them before. So Jason's Lab says the SFPs are MAC and serial number locked, so people can't just plug in SFP and use their own network. You can ask Bell. I know you can do with TELUS, but you need, okay. That's interesting. I have the hat. I actually wore it yesterday. Yep. And I was wearing your toque. I don't wear toques too often, but well, I don't have a picture of it. The other day when we got that snowstorm, I was wearing it. I don't go outside. I probably should go outside a little bit more, but yeah. I should wear hats front facing, then people could see what I'm actually wearing. I have a few Darknet Diary hats and things like that. We use Cat 8 here in Europe. Up to 40 gigabits is doable, so we definitely don't need that. But in most cases, we use it because of the price jump from 7. Oh, okay, that makes sense. The USG will still work. I mean, all devices will work, but you will just have that double NAT. It depends what you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to port forward some ports to your VoIP phone system or something like that, like then you're just going to have to do your NAT translations twice. Okay, and this is something else I want to get, the Access Rescue switch. We do need to finish up the Unify Access series. I don't know. There is some really cool things that are coming out this year, though, and that I'm very excited about, and I hope that they release it sooner or later so I could do some more Ubiquity content. And why I say that, because if I'm doing other content, it just plummets. I mean, my channel is pretty well Ubiquity stuff. If we look at content, like I just released this Grandstream phone system video the other day. Mind you, I don't have a lot of Grandstream on here. Got 811 views, which is very low compared to the Wi-Fi Man app that just has 13,000. So that's why when people ask me why I don't do a lot of other things other than Ubiquity, it is a reason. I mean, you never want to have super low views on your videos, and it takes a lot of time to do these videos too. Can you do the same thing with Rogers Fiber? Okay, so you're asking Jason that because I have no idea. Outside is overrated. I do like going for walks. More in the summer though. Well, we take our, I don't know if I probably don't have a picture of it. Do I have a picture? Maybe on my Facebook. We take our cats for walks in a stroller. Let's see. What about that? Just don't want to show too much stuff here. Not that I really care if you guys see my Facebook. Where is, I thought I had a picture of them in their stroller. Well, we'll bring this one for now. This is Mocha in her little backpack. We use those sometimes, but we use the stroller more because we have 2 cats now. But yeah, I love taking them outside. They like being out there. Let's see, where are we? I have Cat 6A in mind, but I don't use it. Use them as they're not terminated. Okay. I was going to do a video of running Cat 6A all through my house. I bought 1,000 feet of it, and I just decided to not do it. The 1,000 feet of Cat 6A is still sitting in my garage. You shouldn't lose too much bandwidth, real sticky, no. Would a TP? I have no idea. I'll have to look at that after stream and see. But if Jason's saying that it's locked, then probably not. First time hearing about Shipsy. Thank you. I can finally buy things in the US. The problem is it's gonna get expensive. Yeah. I would love to try the Dream router. I probably should try it. I haven't even plugged it in. I think I just have Cat 5e running throughout my house, and I get 10 gigabit from this PC down to my NAS. Tim, have a good weekend. Z Guy, how's it going? In Hungary, have 2.5 gigabit and 10 gigabit fiber. And for new homes, use Cat 6. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I just don't know what you'd be running in your house that really requires 10 gig. Maybe your Synology, maybe your NASs or servers or whatever, but the majority of your house, you're just going to be running out of gig anyway. Get rid of Shipsy. Trying to think of some other gear that I need to do some more videos on Synology, backing up their, I think it's called C2. I think that's what the cloud's called. So we'll be doing that. I just quoted on a couple Synology jobs. Just for computer or backups. We're going to be doing the Unify talk. And people want more Grandstream videos, so I'll end up putting Grandstream videos out as well. Jason, how's it going? Happy Sunday. I'm going to go for another 10 minutes, and then we're going to get off of here, as I'll be going for an hour then. I got a couple things to do today. Not a ton, actually. I have a few jobs to look over, but I have Cat 6 and fiber going to my man cave at the bottom of the garden. That's awesome. I forget who ran. I think it was Miller Technical Services. He ran fiber in his house. Kind of funny. Which I don't think is needed, but yeah. I also have a couple point-to-point. I forget which ones I have. I think these guys right here. I bought these months ago. I could do a video. What I was planning on doing a video on is taking like 2 poles in an open field and a bunch of battery backups and doing some point-to-point things, seeing how far the distance we could go. Obviously, these could probably go up a few kilometers, so it would just be in a big open field rather than kind of doing the setup in this office. That's what so the setup in this office, I did that with the building-to-building bridges, which they work great, but it didn't really give us an idea. I do have a farm that I'm going to be upgrading some multi-point things. So if they do let me film it, I'll do that for sure. Let's see. I'm 5 minutes behind the live video, but I take a soft scrub brush and dish soap. Oh, the hat. Okay. I was wondering what you were talking about. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that probably, I was going to throw mine in the dishwasher, but then again, I don't want to have, I'd just be cycling my hat. That's it. I wouldn't want to put dishes in there with it. But we'll see. I may do another video on the AI 360 when I have 2 of them here right now. I'll be bringing one of them to a business that I'm filming. I forget which video it was in, actually. Is it on the, what do I call it? On the job, on the road. I think it was one of these. On the job. I think that's what I'm calling them, maybe. Ah, crap. On the job. It was like a big or it's somewhat of a big install. This is, yeah, I don't know. It's not here, but anyway. I'll be showing the AI 360 in there. It's going to be a lot different because right now it's just in my backyard, pointing horizontally. Like it's not even stuck to a roof anywhere. But I think it works pretty good for the price point. It's like 300 and something. How much is it? 300 bucks? It does. Oops, that's not it. It gives you that fisheye lens, which some people hate and some people love. But I think this will be great for like coffee shops. And I don't know how great it will be for outdoors, but it's still pretty cool. I'm using fiber in my production studio build out with video signals now going over fiber. 1 gigabit Ethernet isn't enough. One camera signal is, Yeah, but are you having that going out? Is that going out to the internet, your camera signal? Or is that all internal? I was talking to my Bell rep yesterday because I forgot my PPPoE passwords. And we can't even get over gig speeds here yet. I thought they were bringing 10 gig. Mind you, I am in a residential area. I thought we were getting 10 gig internet, but if we do, I want to try it because the WAN interface of the SE is 2.5 gig. So even if I could bump up to 1.5 gig to see if I'm going to benefit from it. I don't know if they're, oh God, I forget what the thing's called again. I'm trying to think of there's like the WAN aggregator. WAN aggregator. But I don't think it works like I think it's more of a load balancer. I was watching Willie's How live stream yesterday. One is Mushroom Networks. And then the other one, the name I forget right now, but I think it just works more in a load balance. You can put your cap in the washing machine on, oh, okay, I guess I don't really care what happens to the beak of the hat, because I'm wearing it backwards anyway. All right, a couple last questions and then I'm gonna head off of here, and then watch out for that mug that I'm gonna be, if you guys want a coffee mug, that is. It will show up. I don't even know where it will show up, to be honest. I guess we could talk about it more next live stream. I may do a live stream during the week at night. I might start doing 2 live streams, every 2 weeks. So I do 4 live streams a month now. I might do 6 live streams a month. Some people can't come at this time, so I may switch it up a little bit. Our local switchers all have 10 gig to bring all the... Oh, okay, gotcha. Comcast is running 10 gig fiber into our building. Wow. Yeah, I wish I could get higher speeds. I don't need it though. I mean, there's no use for me to have over what I have now, which is 1 gig up and down. The up is great because when I upload videos to YouTube, it goes pretty quick. Not that it matters though. They sent me a Wi-Fi 6 Pro access point actually after I did my video already on it. I got it back there somewhere. And if you haven't looked in EA, look in EA because there are some cool things coming out. Greetings from the Philippines. Hi, could you do a video on Unify leaf spine topology? Probably not. And the reason I say that is because it's very low use case. Not a lot of people are going to be doing a leaf spine setup with Ubiquiti equipment anyway. You'd be looking more leaf spine in data center, like Cisco data center stuff. Like Cisco 9000 switches and things like that. Actually, let's look at a Cisco 9000 switch. Where was it? I used to work with these a lot. They're decent looking switches. I forget which models we used. But yeah, the leaf and spine setup is pretty cool. Get out of there. So yeah, I think the video will come, hopefully it will come out tomorrow. We'll see, if not Tuesday by the latest, about Unify Talk. I think that will be the next one that I do. It will just be a base introduction. We may go over, maybe I'll go over the phone features of each phone, because we got 3 phones here. This display is really nice. I really like it when we're viewing the Unify Protect cameras on it. It's a little bit more money than the phone touch, but not by a lot. In this phone flex, I haven't even plugged that in yet. So we may go over the different specs on that. Let's see. I saw a video where you used PuTTY for AP. What is the program used for? So PuTTY is just a terminal emulator to get into like SSH sessions into command lines. You could do SSH right from Windows command prompt now though. You just type in SSH, your username at the IP address, and you'll get in. I like using PuTTY. I've been using it for so long. I hope they bring out a 2.5. I think a lot of people have been asking that. I thought somebody said, maybe it was on Reddit, I forget where it was, that the inside of the UA Pro or the LR, they have a 2.5 chipset in it. Maybe they're just waiting and then they're going to release a firmware update and it will unlock it. I'm not too sure. Yeah, and for that job I'm quoting, there's a ton of cameras in that too. Oh my God. Even in the US, everything's sold out. Sold out. So the only thing available camera-wise in the US right now is this PTZ camera if you have $1,800 to spare. Cody, in the Wi-Fi Man video, you mentioned changing the settings on the AP so it will roam to other access points. Any videos on tips? So I may do another video on doing that. Yeah, for sure. Optimization. I did an optimization video a while ago, but I may redo that. Wish their phones could connect to FreePX. They might. Have you tried? I'm going to try to get it to connect to my GrandStream system and see if it works. I don't really know if it will, and I don't really think I have a use case for it to work on a GrandStream system, but it would be interesting to see where they go with it with Unify Talk. Because I remember they had Unify Voice and they discontinued it. So hopefully they're not just pushing this product out and then they're going to take it back from us in a year after people have purchased a ton of their equipment too. Well, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for everybody who became a new member. Thank you from everybody who came by today. We will be doing more videos this week. Should be at least 2 videos. Once the Unify SE gets here, I'll be doing a video on the setup. We're going to do another video on the 2-factor authentication if you get locked out, the resetting it. And there's a couple other things with the SE that I'll do videos on. I have 2 UDM Pros on different sites. One site has talk, and would I like to get the phones under the same site? So you'd probably have to just do a site-to-site VPN. Oh, Chris said it wouldn't work. Okay, but okay, yeah, because even they had these phones actually with Unified voice before. It was the same model. I don't know if they've updated anything with the software though. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Take care, and I will talk to you next weekend if you're here on the live stream. Take care.